Coming up now on Animal Outtakes, we'll take you on a tour of a place very close to my heart, the best place to be a dog, plus a shopping spree of the canine kind, where even I get to sample some of the tasty dog treats. And we introduce you to a very unique dog of the week, a breed created by Russian scientists. That and so much more, all coming up now on Animal Outtakes. "'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. My dogs were nestled all snug in my bed, while visions of chewy toys danced in their heads." Oh, hello, and welcome to Animal Outtakes. I was just sitting down to read one of my favorite Christmas books. The dogs at Dante's Den love this story, and it's during the holiday season that we find time to reflect over the past year and let the Christmas spirit warm our hearts. Our first story today is very near and dear to my heart, and I think you'll understand why.
All of us have dreams, but few of us get to see them brought to reality and actually live them. But here at Dante's Den, we are living this dream every day with our dogs. This is the season of giving, and giving is what these dogs give to us. They give us love, they give us companionship, and most of all, they teach us courage and humility. All of that put together is what Dante's Den is about. Dante's Den began as an idea that my husband and I had, and we weren't quite sure what we were going to do with it. We wanted to be a rescue, but then we wanted it to be much more than a rescue. And so we kind of tossed around some ideas, and we started to put them together and make a plan. But unfortunately, Don became ill and passed away 6 years ago. So unfortunately, he didn't get to see this. But I'm living this for the both of us. In 2011, we purchased 50 acres of beautiful land in Mayaca City. And from the moment we broke ground, I knew it was going to be something special. As I said, we knew it was going to be a rescue facility, but we soon realized there were services needed that we hadn't yet imagined. We are so much more than a rescue. Now, we do have dogs up for adoption, and what we've tried to do is to get those dogs from other agencies that are on death row. Many times, we have rescued them minutes away from that horrible, horrible demise. And then they come here. Here they receive care from our loving staff and caring volunteers. They're touched and held and told how special they are. They receive top-notch medical attention right here in our own veterinarian hospital. And they play, they swim, and they rest in comfort and safety. And we promise they can live out their days here or be united with a forever family. But then there are other programs that we have. Of course, our Semper Paw. Semper Paw was designed for our military personnel who get deployed, and they don't have anybody to leave their dogs with. So we take them here at Dante's Den, and then when their owners come back, they get their dog, and we have beautiful and tearful, happy reunions. But in some cases, we may not return, or circumstances may not allow us to continue to care for our animals. It doesn't necessarily mean the ultimate demise. It could be anything. It could be surgery. It could be a debilitating disease. It could be a horrific accident. We need to plan for our dogs because they can't speak for one another. We have to speak for them. And this is the hallmark of what we do, lifetime care. We are blessed at Dante's Den to be able to offer programs like these, to provide the best services and facilities, and we look forward to growing as the needs for our dogs expand. But at the end of the day, there's something that far surpasses the brick and mortar, and that's the care. Why? Because after our heavy work is done, we do go in, we do love them, we sit in their dens, we read to them, and they are watched and loved all day long. You know what? It's just the best place to be a dog.
Dante's Den is growing by leaps and bounds. We've been in operation for 15 months, and guess what? We're out of room. Our lifetime care has just exploded, and our military program, Semper Pa, equally so. So we're going to embark upon a capital campaign, and hopefully we'll be able to get one building, if not two. Find out how you can join the pack and get involved by logging on to dantesden.org. St. Nick brought out his list and checking it twice. Well, my beauties, all year you've been very, very nice. I have it in my bag, toys and much more. Just tell me, what do you really long for? You know, Dante's Den would be impossible to run without our talented staff, and so we caught up with a few of them to find out which of our pups have stolen their hearts this year.
I chose Sam as my favorite because normally he's very relaxed. He's a very smart dog, and he just loves to please. Sam came to Dante's Den as a rescue from another shelter. He was emaciated. He was literally saved minutes before he was euthanized. The first couple days he was here, he would not eat, and well, he's come a long way.
I chose Charlotte because she's a very sweet, energetic, loving dog, and she just grew on me very fast. Charlotte is a Doberman Pinscher and Coonhound mix. I believe that there is a strong connection between me and Charlotte because she's always so happy to see me when I come over and wants to play and makes me feel good to visit Charlotte.
We have Sugar here. She's roughly about 3 years old, and she is a Min Pin mix. She's just as sweet as can be. She came to us. She was abused, beat to nearly inches of her life for taking a pillow off a couch. And what's amazing about her is her ability to love all over again. She loves people, loves kids, loves cats, loves dogs. She's just a lovable dog.
I look forward to seeing him every day, and I make sure that I go and see him every day. We have Oscar here. He is part Border Collie and Dachshund mix. He's probably about maybe a year and a half to 2 years old. I went to a shelter and got him. He was destined to be euthanized, and we brought him back here. And I took to him right away because of how sweet he is. He's got a lot of energy. He's very sweet and playful and loving.
She is a loving, loyal, and sweet baby girl. She's playful and just loyal. As you can see, she's sitting in my lap. She was on the list to be euthanized, and the people that brought her here did not want that to happen to her, nor do any of us, as you can see.
This is Moby. He's a 2-year-old pit bull, and he's a big kisser. He just has a great personality, and he's always happy to see you.
I hope for Sam's future to be adopted to a forever couch and to have a wonderful family and a great life that he deserves after what he's been through already.
And they've been through a lot. It's amazing to see how sweet they are.
I hope that somebody would adopt him and give him a really good home and love him, and he will give the love back.
Our dogs are big fans of the holidays and even like to help out with decorating. Benson, our head elf, took on the task of putting up our tree. Let's take a look. Luckily, we salvaged the tree, and Benson too. In the past year, we have found new forever homes for many dogs here at Dante's Den. Throughout the show, we will introduce you to some of these new families and see how they're doing in our adoption spotlight.
Was out at Dante's Den with our other Bichon part poodle, Jack, and we figured Jack needed a playmate. And we were looking at all the dogs, and Baby came in that day, I believe from somewhere around Fort Myer area. And I asked you, I said, can I take her home for the night, see how the two got along? And I never returned her. She gives her love when she wants to give it. Will jump in your lap, give you hugs and kisses. If you just come in the house as a stranger, you will get all the attention and we're ignored. But she has realized that she is part of the family. And when she comes to us, she lays by our head, gives us kisses, cuddles with us, makes sure her belly's rubbed, and she lets you know when she wants to be loved. And then just so much joy. It takes away, you know, I could be in a bad mood, and she decides, okay, now it's time to give you some loving, and I forget, why was I in a bad mood? Marcia, I want to thank you for the thought of creating Dante's Den, because without you or Dante's, we would not have Baby, and she is a joy.
My dogs talked to each other, much to my surprise, and turned to Santa with tears in their eyes. We have chewies and balls and ropes to be tugged. We are pampered and coddled and petted and rubbed. But for Christmas, dear Santa, we have but one care, that all dogs be loved as much as we are. We want no dog to be beaten or chained, no dog abandoned, abused, or maimed. We want all dogs, no matter what size, to see love reflected in their master's eyes. Still to come on Animal Outtakes, our Dog of the Week. But first, we're filling our stockings with some fantastic treats your dog is going to love this Christmas.
People have asked me what it'll cost to restore all the corals back the way they remember. But I have to ask them, what will it cost if we don't do anything?
St. Nick stopped for a moment to gather his wits, and then he replied, "All dogs are so beautiful and are such a treasure, living only to be loved and give humans pleasure. This season I will try to teach, then maybe your wish will be within my reach." Welcome back to Animal Outtakes. I've been keeping our pups entertained with their favorite Christmas story. And some of these dogs are available for adoption from Dante's Den. But we caught up with a few who are enjoying their new homes this Christmas. Here's another special adoption spotlight.
I think I told you a long time ago I didn't want another puppy. Well, my daughter decided I needed a puppy. So she contacted you and you told her you had this beautiful little girl. And she came and got her and brought her home to me, and that's the whole story. I've been in love with her ever since. She's just such a good girl. I don't know what I did without her. I really don't. I would never think, you know, people always say, get a rescue dog, get a rescue dog. It never entered my mind because I've never had a rescue dog. And I can't imagine people not going to get one. And Dante's Den has such a variety and such a choice, and they're taking, you take such good care of your dogs. And I don't know, I could take a dozen of these at home. I really could. You can tell the love that you give these dogs. And that's why she's so special, because she came from here.
Santa Claus has a lot of work to do on Christmas Eve. So to help him out, I decided to don my elf's hat and see what kind of treats I could find for our furry friends.
Holidays are here, and you know what that means. Gift shopping for our loved ones. And of course, that includes our four-legged friends as well.
deck the halls with treats for our puppies, right?
Yes, treats. We have tons of treats galore. So, yep, we'll start with the treats for sure.
That sounds good. So, Dottie, you're here at Wolfgang Bakery and you are the owner. Why did you decide to do this?
That's a great question, Marcia. I was with corporate for 23 years and experiencing what we probably hear a lot about, burnout. And it happened to come up for sale just after I had left corporate, and I thought, that's where I'm going next.
So, of course, Dottie, we start with naughty or nice, but in our book, there are no naughty dogs.
Naughties.
They're
no
all,
naughties. They're all
nice.
very nice. Wonderful.
So these cookies are made of what?
These cookies are just a very simple base that is human grade wheat flour in some. Now some are also grain free. We have a lot of dogs with grain allergies, as you may know. So these happen to be made with a grain base, molasses, and then there's a yogurt frosting on top. So very healthy. You could eat it yourself if you'd like. We've been known to try quite a few of these.
If you're an animal lover like me, and I'll bet that you are, then you'll probably relate to me on this one. When I'm invited over to people's homes during the holiday season, I have a tendency not to bring the host a gift. I bring the dogs a gift. And what better place to find that special gift than right here? Well, I'm ready to shop.
Perfect.
And I have a lot of pups to shop for,
All right,
so let's go.
We'll get started.
Okay.
Drink a lot of fluids here in Florida. Great gift for you or someone else. And again, something a little bit special about the importance of rescue. And as an owner of a rescue,
yes,
I can tell you that they really are the best kind of dog. So I would suggest one of these as well. Your bucket's getting full.
I may need another
so we
bucket.
Might need another bucket.
Okay.
But,
and you're absolutely right, because the rescue dogs, on some level, Dottie, know that they have been saved.
You're right.
And of course, out at Dante's Den, we try to save those that are just minutes away from being euthanized, and they know it. They know it, they come in, and they start to relax, and we have some of the best dogs in the world.
Absolutely.
So this will be a good one.
Absolutely.
Oh, but there's more to come. Dottie, you have been such a wonderful elf for all of our puppies. And I think one of the last things that I'm going to talk about is the very wonderful Christmas stocking. And for all of our dogs, for all of our audience's dogs, the dogs at Dante's Den and all the other shelters around, they should each have one, and it should be filled to the top.
All year long.
That's right, all year long, because our pets deserve the very best all the time. St. Nick leaned over and kissed each beautiful head. Now, you gentle giants, go off to bed. Think good thoughts and dream good dreams of running and jumping and playing in streams. Up next is our unusual dog of the week. You're sure to be surprised, followed by some very important dog do's and don'ts for the holidays.
It's been an emotional time politically and socially this year.
But during a season when hearts are a little more open to love, we want to talk about good things to believe in.
We believe in service and making a difference in others' lives.
We believe in hearing the other point of view.
We believe in being kind, no matter how busy the day is.
We believe friends and family are the best recipe in your kitchen.
We hope you believe too.
Happy holidays from ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Are you a food lover, restaurant goer, or home cook? Then check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, and helpful step-by-step videos. And you'll love the restaurant guide with direct links to your favorite Suncoast eateries. Whether you're cooking in or dining out, whet your appetite with tasty tips from Chef Judy at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
This week's Dog of the Week has an interesting and prestigious background. If you see a black Russian Terrier coming at you, you just may want to salute. Peggy, we're here with this beautiful girl named Zena, who is a black Russian Terrier. Now, we don't see many black Russian Terriers, do we?
No, they're actually considered a rare breed.
Not only rare, but a very complex breed.
They're a mixture of 16 different breeds developed by Russian scientists for the Russian military.
Is she a hyperallergenic dog? Because we've been scratching her, and of course she's loving every minute of this, but I'm not getting any fur. So I'm taking she doesn't shed like others?
She doesn't really shed except when I groom her. And they do require regular grooming. And especially when they're a puppy and the puppy coat's coming out, it's a lot of work.
Is it?
Zena has a lot of fur and looks like a heavy dog. So I was surprised to find out how much she weighed.
She weighs about 80 pounds.
And that's about the normal weight for a female black Russian?
Yeah, 80 pounds or larger.
Black Russian Terriers stand about 27 to 30 inches and are a somewhat long-lived dog with a life expectancy of 9 to 14 years. They're intelligent, calm, and very loyal dogs, as you can see.
I know our audience is going to notice she is just so happy. She's here without a leash. She's standing around, of course, looking at you with the most adoring eyes. What is there about Zena that you would say is her most endearing quality?
They're very attached to their owner. They want to be around them all the time. They can be protective. But they're highly intelligent dogs, so they're not, I would say, not for a first-time dog owner or maybe a second-time dog owner, somebody that has, experience with large breeds, but highly intelligent, very easy to train.
We thank you, Peg, for sharing with us this beautiful creature, Zena, the Black Russian Terrier. I know we love having Zena visit us as often as possible. Be sure to come right back for our special edition of Dr. Dog.
It's time to upgrade your favorite news app. Now, ABC7's My Suncoast News app is better than ever with a dynamic brand new design that's faster and easier to use. Stay connected with new features that make it easy to submit photos, share stories on Facebook and Twitter, and save stories for reading at a later time. Download our free My Suncoast News app on your mobile device at your app store. ABC7's all-new My Suncoast News app. Just another way we're here for you. Powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life. Have you ever wondered what it's like to save a life? Find out by donating platelets at Suncoast Blood Bank.
I'm Haley Wilgus, ABC7. Platelets aid in the clotting process and are vital in the treatment of cancer and surgical patients, trauma victims, and critically ill newborns. It's tough to keep enough on the shelves because they only last 5 days. To donate, call this number or visit scbb.org and you can help save a life.
ABC7 congratulates Suncoast Blood Bank on 65 years of serving our community.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction Hope and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
In an instant, St. Nick disappeared in a poof, and I heard him chuckle as he ran on the roof. He jumped in his sleigh and to his team gave a whistle, and off he flew like the down of a thistle. And finally, our helpful medical tip of the week from Dr. Dog.
All right, the holidays are coming. Isn't it a fun time? We're going to go prepare the tree, we're going to prepare the decorations, and we're going to forget about our pets. I know you are. We can tell as veterinarians because this is the time of the year when the pet care usually comes second or third. No problem, we get it. However, here's some things you can do so you don't have to see our faces during the holidays. Keep any little tinsel away from cats. Watch out for the toys. Watch out for things that break that your pet can step on. And please watch the cuisine. It doesn't suit your dog. We are very generous with our pets in the holidays because we think we're doing something good. No, you're not. They can come in with pancreatitis. They can eat your chocolate gift that came from your mother far away, and they'll be ending up in a hospital for treating for toxicity. Then forget the raisins. They're awful for dogs. Cats, poinsettias and cats do not get along, so please keep those away. You need to make sure that you protect the cats as well from getting pine needles. Yes, we have removed them from their esophagus and their stomachs. So it all looks pretty nice and friendly, but aside of your own fear, like mine, of a one-year-old puppy cattle dog tipping over a Christmas tree, really the biggest fear you have is what your pet is going to get into. So please be careful so we don't have to know you by first name.
Animal Outtakes is produced by Dante's Den Foundation, a nonprofit group dedicated to creating the best life for dogs. If you would like to learn more about Dante's Den, donate, or volunteer, visit our website, dantesden.org.
And I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all dogs, a good life." We hope that you've enjoyed this wonderful holiday episode. Thanks so much for watching, and we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from all of us here at Animal Outtakes.
I am a promiscuous.
Sit.
Okay, so we'll try this.
And he's the sweetest thing ever. Not very well behaved.
Created by Russian scientists. That and so much more all coming up now on Animal Outtakes.
Did you see that? She walked right up.
Coming up now, you were talking. That was Auntie Michelle.
Ready?
We're ready.
All hands on deck. What's up? I want to point out 3 tips for using the home computer more safely. Point away.
First, stop. Make sure your software is up to date and that you've password protected your computer's login and Wi-Fi connection.
Next, think before visiting a site, opening attachments, or clicking on links.
Then connect, knowing you're helping make the web safer for you
and for everyone. Make Stop, Think, Connect part of your daily online routine.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
We can experience the world without ever leaving the Suncoast. I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, we bring you the international flavor of our area. We found award-winning rum flavors at Drum Circle Distilling. Plus, we try unusual instruments from Australia to Switzerland. Plus, ballet lessons, Cuban style and Russian, and the best peanut butter dishes on the Suncoast.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining. The all-new mysuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you. The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.